Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pearls of Wisdom. Today is the 1st of July. Do you believe it? Half a year already passed. We're moving into month 7. And I have a Dakini card reading for you for the month of July. This is a very exciting reading, I can tell you, and I will just go ahead and share the screen with you so you can see the cards. Well, the first card you might not like so much. Actually, I like that card because what you see here in the Dakini Oracle 16 is also the card of the Tower in the Tarot number 16. And this is about um, shifting into a complete different gear of looking at things. Because when you see here, there are eyes flying out of that chimney and that house is falling. And if you look into the world, you can really see that this is exactly what is happening in the moment. I mean, all that stuff that comes to the surface, all this closure. And what makes me very happy to see that so many people are standing up now and asking for something different. They claim their real freedom again, and they are not anymore um, obeying and doing what was before. So also when I can see, and I have also a Telegram channel, and I browse through many different channels and to see what's coming out. This is absolutely awesome. And one of the things what I believe is very, very important also for the moment, beside all the political blah blah, which is more or less just wasting time to follow all that. But some medical disclosure is very important. And I have watched that already years ago, that about the virus. You might know that the virus itself is a dead cell debris and it cannot do anything. That is all hoax. And this is very important. Once you understand that, there are toxins that are dangerous, there are bacteria that are dangerous, but not virus. So once people understand that, and there is what is it called? The end of the germ theory, or there is a video, I think it was on BitChute. I don't remember exactly, but you can find it if you go the end of germ theory. And this is explained very clearly that this is not working. And I think this is also something that we need to spread, because what we can see, what the cabal or what those overlords are doing all the time, it's just repeating the pattern again and again and again and again. It's always the same story. They create the problem, and then they give you a solution, and then they tell you that we need them. Now, in nature, you all know that we have a divine body that is created on a, what you can say, that on a blueprint that is not just for a few years. That is not about like the lifespan we have, like 50, 60, 70, 80 years, but it's much more. Our body is very intelligent. Every cell has an intelligence and a consciousness. And what I have started to do some time ago already, and I think I mentioned it also, that I tell my body every day, you need repetition here, which is sometimes boring, but it works. That you ask all your cells, what is like every cell dividing is aligned now to the highest aspect of the divine, original divine blueprint, or something like that. Find your own words. It's also maybe in a other language. Try to get it in your native language. It's sometimes much easier to do it. So this is blow up your mind. This is about letting go of all that what we've been told. Now, we are not here for learning. We are here for experience. Now, this is also something that is twisted, that people tell you you are here to learn this and this and this. That's not true. We are here to experience and the experience will give us a different way to do things later. Learning is connected with the head, and the learning is the brainwash that is taught in schools. So move away from learning, go into experiencing, and just be open to whatever is out there. Look at it and choose, yes, this is something I want, or no, this is something I don't want. And then act accordingly. Do not react just like spontaneously in that old pattern of your brain. Like again, the brain has brain cells, the heart has brain cells, and each of our cells in the body have a consciousness, and they are also connected to our heart brain. Now, once we move away in the eyes again, this is also what we see. What we see here in the world is not really reality. This is what we create. We are the creators of our life experience. We are co-creators of the whole and creators of our own experience. In every situation that we have a choose to act or react. And I think this is now the time to understand that, to throw away all this. You can see every eye here can be a pattern, can be a habit, can be something that you believe. But you know, when we take the word away, believe, we have be, lie, ve. And so the belief has nothing much to do with reality. You have to believe too, this and this and this. And it's not true. You have to experience. And once you experience, you know. Once you believe, you don't know. And then you believe some secondhand knowledge that somebody else has told you about. And this is not your own experience. So this card encourages, especially the next one here, the just passing through, encourages you to get all that experience and not information, and that you look at things with new eyes and give it a chance for experience. Once you give things a chance to experience it, does it feel good for me? Does it feel right for me? You know, you have all this conscience inside that you know exactly what is right and what is wrong, what is good, what is bad. And this is a very personal thing for yourself, depending on where you are on your personal journey. And this is also, see, we've been talking about the shift and the changes that are happening. I just listened to Carrie Kay a couple of days ago about the new soul contract, and it makes a lot of sense. I was also checking out Schumann resonance, and you could see that 25th, 26th, there was a big hole. And all these holes or these black spots inside, they are connected to reset. So we can also see here the reset that is happening, that every time when a reset is happening, something of the old will go away. Now, when you look at the wings here that are actually detached from the bird, this means that you are flying over, your consciousness is flying over the world. And all of those who have already had an experience, either even with flying like a parachute or something like that, or with the airplane or whatever, when you look down, you look and you know that everything down there looks very, very small and even not real anymore. And there is sometimes a feeling of a certain freedom up there when you're away from all that. And this is similar, like when you're in a valley and you move forward in your life, you walk, you drive, whatever, you cannot see behind the next curve. But once you are up there and you look down, you see the whole road. And in this way, I also encourage you to work together with your spirit guides, what I call my upstairs team. And I also greet them every morning and ask them, tell me what I need to know, guide me and protect me. So this is like the upstairs team I compare sometimes with the helicopter up there. So I have my life here on the ground in the valley as a physical being here. No, I'm not. as a spiritual being having a physical experience. And I cannot see around the corner. So I connect with my upstairs team, ask them, what is behind the next corner? Now imagine that very literally with the car. When you wake up in the morning, this is like when you go in the car, you ignite the engine. The engine is the transportation that moves you forward. So you maybe turn on that radio and connect with your helicopter and say that, okay, I need to drive today. I have to go from here to there. Please tell me which is the best road to take. And maybe they tell you, oh, why don't you have a cup of coffee first? There is a huge traffic jam there and there. And so you take your time afterwards. It's fast. You save actually time if you don't go now. Or you take this road, or don't avoid the freeway, or go to the freeway, whatever it is. So the moment you are in connection with the wing, with the upstairs team, we can say that look from up there, we can move forward much more easy. And then with the situation, that's what I mentioned before. Here we have the card of self created. We create our reality. And this is something that is so important to understand. Don't blame others. Stop blaming others. You, in every situation that you are, decide how you want to react. Of course, we have still habits that we react on. Our belief system, they have been pushed on us for generations, and it's not easy to get rid of them, but it's possible. So we're not talking about easy or whatever, or impossible or whatever. It is possible to move on, to take that power back. And you can see that this part here, where is two hands and the flame, it actually represents how you handle life. And the flame is again the spirit, the higher self. And you can see that's in the center of the flower, more or less the center is the heart. So you know all the story of the lotus. We have the root in the mud, and we open up towards the light and towards the sun. And that's what it defines, in a way, our human role. So once you're connected to that helicopter, when you let go all of these old beliefs and start to experience things how they are, and not how others want you to believe that they are, and then you will move beyond the clouds. And here we have the island of jewels. We had that card recently already. You see, these are the clouds, and the island of jewel is beyond, and you see the cosmos in the background. And the jewels are also like, a jewel is a refined stone. Like when you have maybe a gray stone like that, you cut it open and you find beautiful amethyst or citrine or whatever inside. And this is the maturity. And this is very old. This is very ancient. And this is like when you hold one of these jewels to the light, it's transparent. And this transparency gives us exactly the same energy again as the transparency we talked about here, from me to my higher self. The highest aspect of self, the divine self, that is part of this body. And again, the self is much bigger than me as a human being. And also the soul is not within us. We are within the soul. The soul is much bigger than I am as an avatar of a human being. So the connection with the soul is very important, very powerful. And once we are connected with the soul, we start to create our life, creation, inspiration in spirit, being in spirit, that moves us, our consciousness, above the dirt and the clouds and the pollution of the world that was overtaken by negative energy, and will dissolve with the time, this negative energy, that we can ascend into a higher realm, into a higher consciousness, into moving beyond the limitations that we've known before. So when I look at this card set, I see that there are big changes again coming in July, that plans are try to be executed from the dark ones that will not function. And that with this Holocaust blow up your mind, that a lot of people will wake up and will look at things in different ways and will not let themselves anymore be controlled by dark elites that are actually siphoning our life energy from our bodies, because otherwise they cannot exist. We have to see the dark ones. They don't have life energy by themselves anymore to sustain themselves. They need us. That's why they like us to be hackable animals, but we are not. And we can prevent it. And we can, instead of believing what is coming from outside, connected within ourselves through our heart center to our true self. And then we are being guided to the experience of life. And we are guided how we can use our power for ourselves and for the good of humanity. So you see, this is a very exciting card constellation that we have here. And I wish you a wonderful July. And I wish you that you have this connection, very, very beautiful experiences when you move away from the habits, when you move away from belief into knowingness. I hope you like my reading and give me a thumbs up. And I see you very soon again for the next astrology reading that's coming up at the end of the week. Bye-bye for now.